Okay, so this vlog is kind of a recap of a trip that we took recently, somewhat recently. Actually, it's probably almost a month ago now, I think. Greg's over there. He's going to be throwing in some, he's going to be podcasting it in. But what I think, because I wanted to document this, but I didn't really document it in a vloggy way when we were there. I was just recording clips on my phone, really, the whole time. So, but some parts were funny. So I wanted to recap it and put it all together. So the plan was to go to New Jersey. I think I talked about this in the last vlog, which is probably like a while ago now since you've seen this. But yeah, the plan was to go to New Jersey for a concert. Breaking Benjamin, the main star. That was the big thing. Well, it was Breaking Benjamin. It was supposed to be Falling in Reverse, but then they got replaced by Seven Dust, which was okay, but I'd rather seen Falling in Reverse. I'm becoming a fan. I know he's controversy, but
I feel like they should lower the ticket price a little bit.
Yeah, they didn't even tell.
I'm not a Reverse fan, but they were like one of the main bands, so. And Seven Dust was like not.
Yeah. So it was Breaking Benjamin, Seven Dust, Pretty Reckless, Beartooth, and then somebody we didn't see. Dorothy. But Caitlin actually told me a Dorothy song.
Yeah, I know a Dorothy song. I like that.
Yeah, which one?
Take Me Down, Down to the Bottom. I don't know what it was.
Oh, that's them?
Yeah. It was like four
okay.
or something.
Yeah, I like that. I don't think that wasn't one that she said. Anyway, let's backtrack to when we left. The first thing that went wrong, it was raining a lot too, so that was kind of a big thing. It was raining. There was a huge spider in our garage, which I don't have a video of, but I have a picture, so I'll insert it here. And take note that the pipe that it's by, it's a small pipe, but it's a decent sized pipe still. And it's a huge...
For a spider to be that big, you know.
Yeah. We've never seen one that big in the house. But it was too far away. We couldn't really reach it, and we had to go, so it might still be wandering around. It probably is, unless it got out somehow. But
I think it's a fishing spider.
Yeah, he thinks it's a fishing spider. Can they go on walls? You said? Or?
I don't know. I mean, they can walk on water, so I'm thinking they can do whatever the heck they want.
Well,
I'm thinking.
Let us know if you know what kind of spider it is. But, so yeah, we got to the hotel, went to the concert, which was great. Beartooth especially, oh my gosh. We didn't really know any Beartooth going into it. We listened to a few songs like along the way, but they were crazy good. I wish I could insert it here. I can insert some video, I guess, just so you can see the intensity of the lead singer, but I can't play any of the music. I don't think so anyway. I don't know how that works. I don't think so.
I don't know what I can say here, but I kind of thought you could.
Can I? Well, I don't know how it works. People know I have another channel.
Oh, well, yeah, because you literally did another video.
Oh, I did.
Exact thing.
But is that just because it's a partner?
I don't think so.
I don't know how YouTube works.
I don't know.
With this channel versus the other channel. Should I try it? I could try it.
You could try it.
I could throw it in.
It's just a short little thing.
Okay, maybe I'll throw it in here if I didn't do it already. Breaking Benjamin was really good, of course. They're one of my faves. Beartooth, their song Sunshine is really good, and Riptide is really good.
I like the one they started with. I don't know if it was like Devastation or something.
I don't know. I still have to listen to more of them, but Pretty Reckless, I like a few of their songs. Greg's a bigger Pretty Reckless fan than I am, and a few of their songs are like catchy and stick in my head, but the crowd was just dead for it. But it was after Beartooth, which was insane energy, and then it just goes to her, which, no offense to Greg or anybody else, but all she does is just like spin in circles and like just like shake her butt around like on the drummer and like grind up against the guitar player, but that's all she does. Like it's fine to be sexy, but she needs a new move. Like she just does the same like 4 things over and over again for like multiple songs.
Yeah. And I expected that going in. I think like the whole problem I saw was the end. Well, I mean, the whole thing was kind of underwhelming, but like the end was the part that really kind of did it for me, where I was just like, okay, that was dumb. It was a good song that Heaven Knows.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I know what you're talking
which
about.
I felt like could be a good song live, and then they were pretty much wrapping up the song, and then the guitar player went into solo, and I'm like, okay, okay, still going. She walks off the stage, and she's like gone. So now it's just the guitar player and the bass player just dicking around, and then next thing you know, like literally 5 minutes have passed, and she comes back out, and then she's like, "Thank you, good night," and then that's like the end of the show. I'm like, well, that was a really way to end
that's
it.
all she really said too.
Yeah, it was just like really quick.
Not like a big thing, just like peace.
Yeah, because like I mean, in my head it felt really long, and then someone actually posted the entire show on YouTube, and so I timed it out.
It was really
there
long.
like 4 or 5 minutes at the end, of just instrumental.
I thought something happened. Like I thought she had
song.
like a wardrobe malfunction, or like had to go to the bathroom or something. But
I don't know. Because at some point she was just there, like in the back, just kind of standing there, and then just came back out.
Oh, she was? I didn't even see her.
Yeah. I think it was weird. She disappeared at some point, then she reappeared. But.
And did you know she played Jenny on Gossip Girl? And if you didn't know that, she played Cindy Lou Who in The Grinch or something. I've never seen that movie.
I like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have known.
The animated one's perfect. They didn't need to do anything else with it.
Okay. Anyways, I'm rambling too much for this vlog. Kind of. I don't know. It's our memory, so we can ramble all we want. But the concert was great. But the whole plan going into it was to stay in New Jersey. Where in New Jersey were we? Newark.
Well, it was like the concert was in.
Oh, the concert was in
Newark.
Newark.
We were in like Liberty City.
Okay, Liberty City.
Or wait,
no, I don't think so.
Jersey City.
Jersey City.
Liberty City is a Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my God. Well, it was Liberty State Park, so that's why I thought that sounded right. So it was Jersey City, which is right along the Hudson River, and I was doing some research about this. Which, again, I think I said this. Yeah, I think I said this in the last vlog, that you can take a ferry over into. Well, I was looking into the area at Manhattan. I don't know if we would have gotten off at the same place. Maybe it was the same place, even if we had popped on the ferry. Would it still taken us to Manhattan?
From the park, you're saying?
From where we stayed.
Well,
that
yeah.
ferry. It was,
well, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the one that we were talking about doing would have been like.
Okay, so
wherever you were thinking.
do. But it's really.
World Trade Center.
Yeah, World Trade Center area. But it's cool because from my understanding, if you get on this ferry, you can it just goes around and you could just get off wherever you want. So you pay the fare or whatever, and then if you don't want to go here, you could just get the next stop or whatever. So that's really good. So the whole plan was to go hop on this ferry, go to New York, and explore basically on Saturday. But when we got up to go, it was raining. And we were still gonna tough it out and go, because I'm like, we're here, we should just do it anyway. But then we went outside, and oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. What is there something?
In what order were you gonna do this? Were you gonna talk about the fire first?
Oh, that was that day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was gonna go through my phone. Okay, I'm getting all sidetracked here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go through my phone here so I don't get lost on what happened. Okay, so we got some footage, which I actually missed the sign getting into New Jersey. It was just it flew right by, so that footage didn't happen. But okay, got to the hotel. I don't know what you would see until this point. Now I'm going back looking at my phone. So the journey to New Jersey happened, then the concerts happened, whatever you had seen there, and then the next day, we woke up, and there's footage I see just of the steps. So we ordered food. I got food from a place called Vegan AF. I think that's right. And I'll insert a picture of the food I got here. It was mac and cheese, onion rings, a really pretty blue drink. It was delicious. But the thing that sticks out to me about this part of the trip was that there was fire trucks outside the hotel. Our food got there, I was literally taking pictures. I set the food on the window because, natural lighting. And I was taking pictures, and then I see a fire truck pull up, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's just a drill. And then another one pulls up, and then an ambulance, and then another fire truck.
And another fire truck, there were 4 or 5.
There was probably 5 fire trucks and an ambulance. So I'll insert the footage here of us trying to figure out what to do. Maybe we should go. Just like get out for a little bit.
I don't know what's going on. What do we do?
I'd probably go outside. I like just my personality, I think, is like if there's a problem, I just want to leave. Like if I think something's wrong, I just want out. And I don't know what the proper thing is, because like Greg said, you know.
You can show the clip of like.
Yeah, I just inserted that. But Greg was trying to figure out what was going on and like if it was necessary to leave. And I'm like, well, if there's this many, and I see the guys, like I see the firefighters like throwing like oxygen on and like getting all suited up, and I'm like, well, I don't think this is just like, you know, burnt popcorn or something. I don't know. But in hindsight, I think maybe in a hotel they just, if there's an incident, they just send however many people out just to help that many people if it were to turn into something bigger. But yeah, we were trying to figure out what we should do, and I'm like, I think we should just go. Maybe you heard me say that in the video, I don't remember. But I'm like, I think we should just go. So we went downstairs, and on the way downstairs, Greg has his sandwich, and he's like eating it on the way down.
I had my drink too.
Yeah, he took his drink. I just left everything.
I had my wallet, my keys, my phone. I had all my stuff.
Yeah, all I had was my phone. That was it. But on the way down, we did smell something burning in one of the things. And I think that's another thing too. I was like, if we felt, because Greg was like, you know, maybe we shouldn't be going down the steps if there is a fire. Like, wouldn't we like get in it? But I feel like if you're going down steps and all the doors were shut, that you would, you know, see fire and know to go back up. And Greg said maybe you should go up. I don't know if any of this is like legit, so don't do this.
This is a random comment.
But he said maybe it'd be better to go like on the roof because it's probably not going to collapse because of a fire. And then I don't know.
Well, because the only reason I said this is because we had like we're on like the second highest floor, so it was like super easy to get to the roof, you know, relatively compared to like going all the way down, and possibly if we're getting caught in the middle of it, you know. So that was my logic, was like we just had to go up a couple floors and we're there.
Right. So. But we made it down and we went out like a side door, so we didn't even like see anything happening. But we just went into the car, and I called my mom, and she's like, well, what's going on? And Caitlin, my friend Caitlin, I told her, she's like, I would have just called the front desk and been like, is everything okay? Do I need to like leave or anything? Which that's probably like the thing that we should have done. But I'm just like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. And even Mom, she was like, well, didn't you take your drink or whatever? I'm like, no. Like, what if there was a fire? Like, I wouldn't stop to like get my sandwich or grab my onion rings. Like, I mean, no offense.
Well,
but I didn't want to.
I mean, I already had the sandwich in my hand.
True.
Like, literally, like, it was just literally grabbing my essentials, putting them in my pockets. I had enough hands to have the drink and still be able to operate a door, so I'm like, you know, why the hell not?
And I told Greg I'm thankful he, like, came with me.
If it's something, okay, but if it's nothing, okay, like, either way.
Yeah, because I feel like some people have been like, I'm not going, like, nothing's happening. And Greg didn't fight it. I was just like, we should go, and he followed.
Like, whatever. Well, I was literally just finishing up my sandwich, so if not, maybe I would have pushed back more. Well, it was like Panera Bread, I think I got.
Okay. Well.
I don't think I'd get that sandwich again, though.
Good to know. But so we went down, we sat in the car, and then all of the fire trucks were leaving. But when we were going back in, they were taking somebody out in an ambulance, but she was sitting up and she seemed like okay. But I don't know what could have happened, that like it smelled like burning, and then she was taken out in an ambulance. Like, I don't know what was happening. But when we went back in, I said, like, the lady at the front desk deserves a raise, because like we knew all this stuff was going on, but I don't know if she knew, because we took a side door, so we could have just been coming back.
And we still would have passed the person on the stretcher. Like, there's no way we could have missed that.
That's true. And she just, like, we walked in, and the lady at the front desk was like, hello. And I was like, hi. And I was going to ask, like, you know, what's going on, but then I saw the lady on the stretcher, and I'm like, I don't want to, you know, ask too many questions. And then we were walking in the hallway, like, two guys were talking. You could tell they were talking serious, and they're just like, hello.
Yeah, kind of quiet. I don't know.
Yeah. So, I don't know what that was about, but that was a little scary. So, yeah, that was a crazy start to the day. And then a little bit late, then it was raining.
Yeah, because it was raining then, because we got all wet
Yeah.
and doing that. We didn't have our jackets.
Yeah, I didn't grab my jacket either.
They didn't do that.
Yeah. No time for jackets in an emergency. Just get out. That stands. If there's a fire, if there's an actual... Well, I don't know, actually. Maybe you should get out.
My jacket was probably right there. Like, it was probably on the chair houses. I probably could have grabbed it really easy.
Probably. So, yeah, then it was raining. And, again, I'm referencing my phone just to see what order things happened. Greg was a little reluctant to go. He's like, it's raining. Like, how's this ferry going to go in the rain? And it was still running because you could see them going back and forth on the water. So people were, I don't know if anybody was on it, but people were still doing things. But we tried to go, got our umbrellas. We, left the hotel, and right away, pretty much, like, we weren't even off the hotel grounds, and it was like, this is a lot. It was like a downpour. And then we started walking more. We got maybe 2 blocks away from the hotel when I think we had probably half a mile, right, to walk, or was it a mile to the ferry?
It was only half a mile.
Half a mile, but we only got 2.
But the thing is, we wanted to take the ferry, then we wanted to walk
through
three miles each way,
yeah,
and then back, and then another half mile. It was yeah.
So yeah,
I was thinking more about that, but it was still pretty bad. But that was a rough couple blocks we went. We didn't get very far.
But it was so bad. I don't know if I'm going to use any of this footage because I feel like I probably sound ridiculous or look ridiculous. But my umbrella was turning. Well, Greg's turned inside out. His broke. The one that he was using broke, and then my umbrella turned inside out. But it was oh my gosh, I told people this, and this is what I said on Instagram when I made my post about our trip, that I was going to Mary Poppins it out of there because it turned inside out and it pulled my arm back. I was holding it and it literally flew back, and I was trying to pull it down so much and I just couldn't, and it was flipped the other way, and then somebody was coming, so I'm like, I can't pull it because if it just flies, I'm going to whack somebody with my umbrella. And Greg was just standing there. He's so calm about everything. That's another thing I said when I made the post. I'm like the picture of him, he's just he looks so defeated.
Well, I don't know how to use an umbrella, but I was getting soaked the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
My pants, everything was just soaked with my umbrella.
You need one of those ones that covers your shoulders and comes down and around you. That if you're in a little thing. But yeah, we were soaked. It was terrible. But then, was that on the way back that we went to Rite Aid?
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot a razor, and he saw a CVS actually. I think so. We went in there, and I said it's kind of ridiculous, how much of a shift there is. We're outside, and there's this chaos, and I'm fighting my umbrellas and everything else, and then you go in a store where there's people all calm and quiet, and you have to get into a different mode and act like you didn't just deal with all the crazy stuff. But nobody else seemed to have problems with their umbrellas though. Everybody was walking just fine. And
these aren't very good umbrellas.
Basically we went to CVS. I needed a razor. I got a razor, and then we went back to the hotel. And then I think we were thinking that we gave up for the day, but then we didn't. We did go back out later and just explore in the area, which it was nice.
It was super rainy then still. I got
yeah, it was still rainy.
I went through all my clothes that day. I literally I think I brought 2 pairs of jeans, and they were both all wet, and so but then I think by the time we got back from the other ones, it kind of dried off, so they would switch back to those or something.
Yeah, I just put on the same. I changed back into my pajamas, but then I put the other clothes back on. So we just explored the Jersey City area and walked near the water, and it's really nice, where the ferry is. I don't know if it's considered a boardwalk, I think, of some sort.
Yeah, some sort.
And there weren't many people there, so it was just us, so that was nice. But there was somebody there. I don't know, I think I just have a picture. I'll probably pop a picture in here. But I thought somebody was, I thought it was a wedding at first, because I saw this a heart and a light up sign. And it was just a few people in the distance, and they looked like they had suits on, a few of them. So I'm they were dressed up, so I thought it was a wedding. And then we got closer, and I saw it says, "Will you marry me?" And the guy standing there with flowers. He was gonna ask somebody to marry him, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I kind of looked, from a distance. I kind of looked, but then I'm like, we should probably not spoil it. And then I didn't want to talk about it when we were walking back. So I'm like, what if we see the person? They were probably coming somehow. And I said, it's interesting. Like, I wonder what the excuse was, because it was like pouring. So if it was a nice day, it'd be like, hey, want to go for a walk? But if it's like pouring down rain, it's like, why would you ask somebody to go for a walk?
Why are you making me leave right now?
Like, that.
You want to get some coffee or whatever that place was over there? So
yeah, maybe. I did try to look on Instagram, like, that area, just to see if anybody posted a picture. And back then they did it. Maybe they did now, but that was cute. I never saw anything like that before. I've always like heard of people doing that, but that was sweet. Greg said it must have been on an anniversary or something, that it had to be that day, which probably makes sense.
Yeah.
So then we
got
got
the place for a bunch of things from, or is that your lunch? There's your lunch. So you got like a whole bunch of different.
Yeah, that was lunch. That was before the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But for dinner, I don't know what you got. What did you get?
Pizza. Papa
Pizza.
John's.
He gets Papa John's.
I know. I got a bunch of chain stuff. I'm sorry.
He gets chain.
We don't have those places around here, so it's still exciting for me. I know I'm dumb.
No, you're not dumb. I just like to get like unique stuff. I mean, pretty much everything's
I know
unique.
you should. Well, we're gonna be back
here.
there. You know.
Yeah. But I got a chicken sandwich. I can't remember where I got it from. I don't remember what it was called, but I'll insert it here. But it was a chicken sandwich, and it was supposed to be like buttermilk, like vegan buttermilk. I never heard of that before, but it was very crispy and like super thick. So it was really good. If you ever are in the area, try it out, wherever that is. Then I just want to cut to really quick a recording of the view from that night, because I love the city view. That's the thing. I just think it looks so pretty and so magical. That's the thing, like cities, I feel like when you're in like the heart of it, it's just chaos, but from a distance it looks so pretty. Don't you think it looks pretty at least?
Yeah, I do.
Then the next day, woke up. I put on the jeans from the day before. I had a different shirt, but the jeans, I only brought one pair of jeans. Like, I literally brought like 5 pair of underwear for 3 days and 1 pair of jeans. So, learn a lesson there. But yeah, like, maybe this is too much information, but I hung them up. They were stretched out to dry, and I'm like, these will be fine to put on the next day. And they were dry, but they smelled a little. Like, I literally I probably shouldn't say this, but I sprayed myself with my sunblock, like my spray-on sunblock stuff on my jeans, just to hopefully give me like a little bit of a nice smell. It wasn't me, it was my clothes that smelled.
Sure.
Just to be clear.
The big stink.
The big stink. So then that day we left, and before we came back to PA, we went to Liberty State Park, which I think there's a lot more to see, like based on pictures online. Like, we didn't see Statue of Liberty laying down. Like, there's supposed to be a big Statue of Liberty just kind of like chilling, and you could like take your picture by it. But we saw the actual Statue of Liberty from a distance.
Closer than we'd ever seen them.
Closer than we'd ever seen. Never seen it in person before. Which, when we do go back, we probably will see it up close, I guess. It'll probably very real.
Yeah, if we do that, yeah.
I think. And again, that's another nice area. There was some kind of like race going on, and there was a lady there, which I've never seen this before, like in person, but it was just a random person, and when people would come by, she would clap and cheer. She had a little kid. She's like, what can we say to them to cheer them on? And she's like, good job, like, keep going. I might actually have a video clip of her doing it. I said that's really cool because I noticed people that were kind of slowing down or walking, that they would pick up their pace when they were gonna go near her. So it probably did encourage them a bit.
Yeah.
It probably would work for me. Like, I can't seem like this, I don't even know, defeated person when somebody's like, let's go, you're doing great. But I would never think to do that for somebody, even though it's a great thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I'm just shy about that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think I'm weird. Like, they'd be like, who are you? I don't know you. But yeah, that was another nice spot to walk around. Took some pictures, took a video, took a lot of videos, and yeah, then we came home. But we are going to try again in June, because we're going to go see Alanis Morissette, hopefully. There's other stuff going on, which you'll find out about in the next vlog, that makes life a little complicated right now. But we plan to see Alanis Morissette and do the same thing. Maybe not the same hotel, but same thing, to hop on a ferry, walk around the city, I really do like New York City. Do you like New York City itself?
Yeah, it's great.
Like if you don't have to drive. That was my whole thing to look this up because Greg hates driving in the city. So I'm like, if we're right there, I'm like, if we stay like a half hour away, we can take this ferry and still explore. And I can get my little New York fix, but Greg won't have to drive. So it could work out. But
Yeah.
do you actually like, I feel like you get annoyed by people though. Well, if people try to sell you things, I get annoyed too.
Depends where we go.
Like-
I don't like Times Square.
No, like Times Square is the worst for that. Like there's
I like
literally
Central
people.
Park.
Yeah, Central Park was great. I told Greg we have to go there. Maybe not this year because I don't know. Maybe if we're going back to, and he just told me that Metallica's near this as well later in the year. So there might be another New York trip even later too. But and another one. But I told him we have to walk all of Central Park at some point. Like just start to finish, like take breaks throughout the thing. And I'm saying this now as somebody who's like not feeling good at all, but let's walk through all of Central Park in one day. Because we did it before and we walked a decent amount, but it's only like a fraction. Like I remember looking at like Runkeeper or whatever, and we only did like a quarter of it. But that was with like, did we walk like 10 miles or something? I think the first
That's what it
time.
said.
I don't know if that was right or not because the buildings, you know, they get in the way of the proper reception. But yeah, Central Park is really nice. I like that. Times Square, I like Times Square. I think it's cool to see all this stuff. I think it's for anybody, I think it's an interesting thing to see. But there is a lot of people trying to sell you stuff, and I was like, do you want this? Do you want this? I forget what it was. Somebody tried to sell it, like a rose or something. I think they tried to get us to buy a rose, and then I think it was
Some people were selling like
bus tours.
tours and stuff like that.
But then somebody was trying to give away tickets to, I don't think we cared. Was it David Letterman or something?
Maybe it was one of the ones I definitely never really.
Yeah, it
watched.
wasn't
I
like
don't know if it was-
super exciting.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they were legit or not. But apparently they do that, I hear. Like if they
Yeah.
need seats or whatever. So for Atlantis, I will vlog. I'm gonna vlog. I know you're not the vlogging kind. But I really do like to vlog things, and like just going back over that footage is gonna be so fun to try to throw this together into some kind of video. And it'll be fun to like watch, because even talking about it, and I said I wanted to sit down and record, Greg's like, man, I hardly remember what happened. Like that was a while ago, but that's why you vlog. So, but it would have been really hard to vlog in the rain. That was just chaos. I did try a little bit, but yeah, but that would have been horrible, like in the city, because there's a lot of people walking around. And even in the parts that we walked in Jersey City, it was like I put my umbrella down sometimes, so I'm like, I don't want to deal with just clashing umbrellas with somebody, so I just did without. But it was still a fun trip. Rain and all, I still enjoyed it.
It was a good time.
So yeah, this was a thrown together vlog, but I just want to sit down and put like my footage somewhere. So if not for anybody else, it'll be something for us to look back on. And yeah, I already have another vlog that I am recording like right now, so that'll be next with the big news about our family expanding. Take that how you will. But YouTube doesn't know about that, but our family is growing. That's all I'm gonna say. Instagram people already know what I'm talking about, so follow me on Instagram to get the behind the scenes. But otherwise, I'll see you in the vlog, and yeah, that's it. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.